What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a great Wednesday night. Brandon, how you been, man?
I'm having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time, baby. Only bad part about my day and night is my canes.
I hear you on that.
You know what I'm saying? That's the
Everything.
only bad part I have.
I kind of get annoyed because I it's been so long and like we haven't really done anything. And it gets frustrating. I see other teams and their offense, their defense, and I just feel like they're so much better than Miami's. Can we get it fixed?
I don't know how to answer that.
I
No, but serious though. Can we get it fixed? Yes. Will we get it fixed? I don't think we will this year. And the reason I say that is because, like, to get it fixed, you have to like look yourself in the face and be honest with yourself. And I don't think we have the people in the building to actually do that. Like you have to you have to look yourself in the self and say, all right, look, like I'm doing a trash job coaching, I'm doing a trash job playing, you know what I mean? And we don't have them people.
No, I agree. I agree. I think we're rebuilding right now, and I actually titled this video. This UNC game is going to determine the rest of the season because honestly, how well we play or how bad we play, I think it's going to give us a great indicator of this football team the rest of the way. I think this is a really bad matchup for Miami. Drake May, their quarterback, has 16 touchdowns, 1 interception. They have one of the best wide receivers in the ACC with Josh Downs. He had over 90 receptions this past season. Miami's secondary, cornerback play specifically, I think they're going to get eaten alive this game.
I honestly don't think our secondary is as bad as we make them out to be. Like they're not that bad. Now, they can't cover the deep ball worth a damn. Now that's for sure. But like, think about it. When we played better receivers at Texas A&M, we was all over them. We was all over them. You know what I mean? Like we play to our competition. So I'm not thinking UNC finna go out there and score 60 points. I'm not thinking they finna go out there and score 40 points. Now, unless the offense give the ball away like they did last time, then but I don't think we give up, over 35 points.
So, speaking of the offense, Tyler Van Dyke, he was named the starting quarterback for this week's game, which I don't like at all from Mario Cristobal. The reason why I don't like it, Brandon, because I think Mario Cristobal is being a human being instead of a football coach right now. Tyler Van Dyke coming into this game was, supposedly one of the best quarterbacks in college football. And I don't think he's going to get turned around with Josh Gaddis as our offensive coordinator. I think Jake Garcia would move the offense a lot better. And I think it's going to bite Miami in the butt. And I think he's going to be taken out in the first half. And if Tyler Van Dyke is taken out of this game early on, Brandon, there was no point of starting him. And I think that's exactly what's going to happen.
Do you
conference play, and we cannot afford to lose any games.
Okay, my question. Do you think it's Tyler Van Dyke or do you think it's Gaddis?
Well, it's pretty evident that he's completely done a 180 in the sense of regressing. This is not the same quarterback we saw with Rhett Lashley at all. It's horrendous, his play so far. And we brought in a new quarterbacks coach as well. So I think it has to do with the scheme. I think it relies directly on Josh Gaddis and Coach Ponce. But I will say this, Jake Garcia looks a lot better in this offense. He looks a lot more relaxed in the small limited time we've seen him in.
Right, because Jake Garcia hasn't had the game experience of the other offense that was actually scoring 30, 40 points a game. So Jake Garcia is actually like a rookie coming in and learning a new offense. He's there. He's doing the same thing what's the name's doing. He just, you know, he don't have the stuff to forget. You know how success. I'm gonna tell you the hardest thing, right? The hardest thing for players is to have success one year and get new coaches next year. Give you an example. Baker Mayfield, rookie year, he had a great rookie year. He almost won rookie of the year. Second year, new coach, awful. Like that's it's a lot of people like that. You know what I mean? Like it is just a lot of people like that because once you get comfortable doing something, you start and another coach come in and want to do something completely opposite, you start to not believe in the system. So you Tyler over there saying, man, why we ain't throwing the ball downfield, man? Why we ain't like, and I just seen an interview that they say Tyler been mean with them saying, no, look, I like to throw the ball downfield. I like this play. I like these plays. Like, let's spread it out. Let's do this. So if that's the case, like, I think as a coordinator, you got to know your players, period.
I agree. You know, it's definitely a tough transition going from a different offense. And I'm sure Coach Gaddis and Coach Ponce probably messed around with his mechanics as well. Probably lost some confidence. They probably told him, you're not doing the right things.
I'm sure they did. I just hope he end up leaving. When he do leave and go to the NFL, he gets with a good coach that could actually let him play his way and not play, you know, like a robot.
So Brandon, 2 weeks off basically. You got a bye week and you get the following week. Does Tyler Van Dyke turn it around? Do you think we see improvement and he's going to be our starting quarterback the rest of the way? Or do you think this is his last chance and it's going to be over after this? Because I don't think it's going to be a turnaround.
All right, so this is what I think. If Gaddis listens to Tyler Van Dyke and actually call the plays Tyler Van Dyke like, and not just call plays based on what he likes, then I think Tyler Van Dyke turns it around.
Okay.
Completely turns it around 180. Now, I also think if Gaddis get tight and goes back to what he's been doing for the last, since Michigan, and we start our offense look like Michigan offense, then no, he's trashing that offense. Like, you gotta get him out of there. If I'm Tyler and we end this year like this, I'm calling the coordinator from last year and saying, hey man, y'all got some space over there for me? Like, yo, I'm trying to get back where I was, man, and I could do that with you. I can't do that with these guys. So what's up?
I agree. I completely agree. I'm just worried that putting in Tyler Van Dyke this game, we're going to be in a situation where we're down 21 points because we're going 3 and out, creating turnovers, pick six, Middle Tennessee State, and then we're in such a deep hole, Brandon. It's hard to come back into a game when you have a new quarterback and you're always down by 21.
So for one, UNC defense is dog doodle.
But our offense hasn't done anything.
I agree. So it's gonna be two trash people going against each other. So, at least we got some flashy running backs that's supposed to be playing. All of them was full speed today. Like, at least we got that. We could possibly break one. You know what I mean? Like, but this is my problem. When your offense stinks,
right?
What do you do to combat that? You run screens, you run draws, you run misdirection plays, you run flea flickers, you run reverses, you run trick plays. That's what you do.
Right.
In 4 games, we've seen 2 flea flickers, 1 reverse.
We don't throw a lot of screens.
None.
We don't throw at all.
None. We throw none. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like you get down, we get down. Like it's common sense. Like, bro, it's common sense to me. Like, everybody want to say, "Oh, Brandon, our team sorry, we got sorry players." No, we don't. You get them same players we got right now to the coordinator we had last year. We scored 35 points a game.
It's interesting you mentioned that, Brandon, because there was basically kind of a report on Twitter of the most talented football teams by 24/7 Sports rankings. And at the ACC, number 1 was Clemson, number 2 was Miami.
I believe that.
So the talent is there.
It's not like we listen. It's not like we don't have well, and also that's going by the ratings of 24/7. You know what I mean? That's not counting like real talent on talent. Now let's not get that twisted. And a lot of our talent is in the front 7. You know what I mean? Like, we got how many 4 and 5 stars we got on the D line?
4 stars. I mean,
3,
we gotta
4. Count backups, we got by 6.
Javari Harvey, Elijah Roberts, Leonard Taylor, Chance Williams, Cyrus Moss. He doesn't play a lot.
I mean, he's a freshman, though.
Good amount. I don't know about the transfer players, though, what they were out of high school. I'm talking about, players that committed to Miami early on. But, I mean, I just counted 5 top of my head. I'm sure people can add more names in the chat, but, there's a good amount.
You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, so I get it. I get the offense. You know what I mean? I get what we're trying to do. But the problem is, like, you got to play to your strength. And we don't do that. We throw a play out there and say, this better work. Like that. Like, they could be in the perfect defense for that play, but we say, this got to work. Tyler Van Dyke has no power. He can't check. He can't check a hot route when he see a blitz. He got to run the shit and get tackled in the backfield and throw an interception. That's what he got to do.
I find this is an interesting stat, Brandon. Remember this going into the game. UNC is 90% success in the red zone. I don't even want to know what Miami is. It has to be less than 10.
Yeah, because all our touchdowns that we did have been long plays.
Basically, I really can't remember the last time we scored a touchdown throwing the football. I can't remember.
Last week, Skinner.
No, they called him out of bounds.
I know, but I'm counting it as a touchdown.
You see? But it's like the offense isn't moving. And I think to have a successful offense, you need to finish drives. And we're having such low, not even low, extremely low rate in the red zone compared to UNC. They're having success in the red zone, and they're at 90%. That's a big difference. That's why I don't like this matchup at all, Brandon. I really don't like it at all, and I would be surprised if Miami wins.
I wouldn't. Like, I'm telling y'all, man, y'all keep playing. Like, we actually got a decent team, bro.
So Brandon, why hasn't Knighton really been involved? Is it injuries? Jaleel Skinner, he gets 2 receptions. The second target he gets, he takes it for 30 yards.
He 30
yards in your second target. And you didn't play at all the first 3 games.
I agree.
Go in.
But listen, man, I don't even know how to put it, bro, because it's a lot of things that I would throw out and put back in, and you know what I mean? It's a lot of players I would, say, look, man, it is what it is. You know what I mean? But it is, man. And I just hate the fact, like, Miami fans are hard, yo.
We're impatient.
Like, very, very. We hard, yo. Like we hard. Like if I'm telling you, if Cristobal keep Gaddis and the offense look like it looking, Cristobal, they gonna be calling for his head by the middle of next year. I guarantee it.
I don't think
I
depends if it's like
man,
if it gets really bad, like Scott Frost bad.
man, they already saying stuff like now, like, yo, why did we hire him? Like they already saying that. And and then people come like it's crazy because people come up to me all the time and be like, oh man, I just what you think about Cristobal? And I'm like, man, I love him. Like I love him. I do. I love him. But we gotta get a better coordinator.
17 minutes in, got over 60 people joining us live. The people want wings, wings, wings. We'll be right back.
Wings, wings, wings. The best chicken wings outside of the Orlando area off of 452 North Park Avenue, owned by Miami Hurricanes football legend himself, Brandon Meriweather. If you love chicken wings, you're going to love Wings, 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 owned by the man himself, NFL veteran, Brandon Meriweather. Got to check it out. Once again, Wings, Wings, Wings off of 452 North Park Avenue in Apopka, Florida.
All right, we are back. The people love wings, 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 and of course, Miami Hurricanes football. Brandon, there was a quote by the Miami Herald's Barry Jackson. He stated that Tyler Van Dyke, Coach Ponce, quarterbacks coach, Coach Gaddis, they're switching things up. They're meeting every single day to fix this issue.
But they should have been doing that.
That's what a lot of fans said. Why is this the urgency already set when it's fight or flight mode going into conference play?
Like I don't understand that. Like you should have been doing that. Like I don't understand that. Like listen, the people who meet the most is quarterbacks and middle linebackers. Like, cause they got to know everything. They got to make the checks. They got to be free. Like these the people who you put the game in their hands. Like why wouldn't the offensive coordinator and uh the play call? Let me rephrase. I ain't gonna say the offensive coordinator. The play caller and the quarterback need to be on the same page at all times. If a receiver run the wrong right, you could not throw him the ball. If the quarterback run the wrong play call, then things get messed up completely. You see what I'm saying? Like it's you can't do that. Like
Valorian Miami came, $2 donation, said he woke up at 8 a.m., tweeted each player beat UNC. Fan base wants to win, Brandon.
listen, I want to win too. I want to win too, but honestly, for us to win, I'm sorry to say it, but Gaddis got to let loose, yo. He got to let loose. And I agree. I agree with that. We need CJ Curtis Johnson, that receiver coach. I 100% agree with that. I 100% agree. But what we do, dog?
Do you think this game is monumental where it sets the tone for the rest of the season? Because I think if we lose to UNC, a loss is a loss. If you get blown out, you get blown out. But even if it's a close win, I still think this sets the tone for the rest of conference play. And you need to identify, if you're going to rebuild with the young guys, start Garcia, put in Skinner, forget Mallory, put in wide receivers. I don't know Isaiah Horton. I don't know what's going on with him. I know he was out the first few games. But, your cornerbacks, screw
Right,
it. Malik
right,
Curtis
right,
hasn't done anything, but you know what?
right. But this ain't the NFL, man. You can't do that and mess up people's draft status. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to be that guy.
Who's
Like,
getting drafted?
huh?
Who's going to get drafted from this team?
I honestly think I think all of them will get drafted. Actually, like I'm serious. I think all of them will get drafted. I think Tyler Van Dyke will get drafted. Do you not agree?
Not well. He's going to have to go to SMU, play for Red Lashley.
I don't even think he got to do that. I think if he leave this year, he'll get drafted. Now it might be late because people gonna ask the question, why you decline so much? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I don't know nobody who say, Geddes is a great offensive coordinator. I know a bunch of people who say Geddes is a great recruiter, but I have never heard he's a great offensive coordinator. Have you?
Nah, some people said Jim Harbaugh was calling plays at Michigan.
So then why we got him?
Broyles Award winner, the best offensive quarterback coordinator in the nation, Josh Gaddis.
How if he wasn't even calling plays?
That's just what some people say. Michigan fans say that the offense.
What? Hold on. What are they basing this off of? Him recruiting?
No, they
Because
basically said that
Michigan
Gaddis actually
Michigan offense ain't never been great now. So how could he be the best offensive coordinator?
I don't know. They went to the college football playoffs for the first time ever. It's been a 180. They beat Ohio State.
Right, and then got blown out by
Was it
was it
Georgia?
Alabama? Alabama or Georgia, one of them.
Yeah.
They got blown out then. So what offense didn't move the ball an inch. I was about to say ain't move as long as but I was we on the tube, so I couldn't say that. So you going to the game?
I'm going to the game. I'll be there. But if I'll be honest, like as a fan going to these games, Brandon, like if the product is still poor, it gets annoying. It's a long ass drive from where I live. Like you see the background. I'm in the downtown Miami area. I gotta
Man,
go to my parents' place to meet up with my dad, and then we gotta go to the game, and it's just long. It's awful. It's so freaking hot over there. For some reason, the sun sometimes is in my section, sometimes it's not. Most of the people stay indoors because it's so freaking hot. They just watch the game on the TV next to whoever's selling beer. It's not a cool experience. And then your team's getting slapped in the face by opponents who shouldn't even be scheduling.
hey, you seen that? You seen what Chris James said?
Chris James, what do you say? Chris James. Last year in Michigan, they went back to Harbaugh Stanford's offense. Gaddis did call plays, just not his playbook. So they ran Jim Harbaugh's offense.
So like I said, like what we doing, yo?
But hear me out though. Hear me out. I think with Garcia though, the offense looked a lot better against Middle Tennessee State.
I agree.
Right? So if it's working with Garcia, maybe there's a silver lining where it's like, hey, it may not be perfect, but it's a lot better. We can win football games. Jaleel Skinner, put him in. Forget Mallory. I'm tired of Mallory. There's nothing. If Mallory, the only time Mallory is successful is that when they just dump it off to him and the defense forgets about him and no one's covering him. It's literally he catches the ball, runs 5 yards, gets a first down. That's the only time. He's not a red zone threat. He's slow as shit because of his injuries. Jaleel Skinner, 5-star tight end. If you don't play him, he's going to leave.
Hey, do you think if Mallory scored that touchdown that they called the fumble on, do you think if he scored right there that we win that game?
No, because Ivy was getting blown in coverage. 98-yard pass after
Yeah,
that.
but they wouldn't have threw that pass if Mallory would have scored.
That game was over when Tyler Van Dyke basically had 2 interceptions back to back and basically gave up 14 points. I think it was 10 points, but that game was over when Tyler Van Dyke's actions. He put
What time is this game?
4:30 p.m.
4:30.
Yeah.
We play better at night anyway. You know what I'm saying? We play better.
I got a bad feeling about this game, Brandon.
I don't know why.
I got a really bad feeling.
I don't know why.
This is the same OC that beat us with Manny as their coach in the COVID year, 2020, where they had a total of 800 yards. I don't think they're going to do that to us, but I think they're going to put up 40.
I don't think they'll put up 40. I do think they'll put up like 35, 30, 35, but not 40.
They put up 65 against App State.
We better than App State on defense.
All right, we'll see. I mean,
No, I'm serious. You don't agree with that?
no. I don't think we're good. In general, I think we're like the worst team in the ACC right now. I'm sorry. I think Texas A&M's quarterback's just awful. That's why we looked decent.
What's our record? 2-2?
Yeah.
We play no conference games, right?
Yeah, this is gonna be our first one. We haven't played any conference games.
Sorry, man. We all right. We all right. We all right, man. Y'all just, you know what I mean? Listen. If they going with TVD, the reason they going with TVD is because they see what they've been doing wrong. They got in the mirror butt naked and looked at themselves and said, "What is the problem?" That's what happened. What's the problem? I'm the problem. That's what they did. They looked at themselves in the mirror and said, "What is the problem?" And they said, "I'm the problem. How do I fix it?" And they came and met with the TVD and said, "Hey man, what you like to do? What you want to do?" I hope TVD said, "Throw screen passes, throw deep balls, give us some reverses, let's trick them a little bit. Let's do a little trick play here and there." And yes, I do start DJ Ivy. Yes.
I'm gonna say this though. Don't be upset if we lose, though. I'm not gonna be upset. Not to you, just everyone in general.
No, listen, I'm gonna be mad as hell.
I'm not gonna be mad. I don't like this matchup.
I'm gonna be mad as hell.
I don't like this matchup at all.
I'm telling you now, I'm gonna be mad as hell.
But
I don't even know. I honestly can't even fathom us losing. Like this shit.
Interesting though, Mario is undefeated so far as a head coach coming off of buys. He's 5-0.
And I believe that, but I also know Mario was undefeated too after losing a big game to a big opponent and we got our ass thumped in.
I think Mario's going to settle the ship. Just this year, everyone thought we were going to win 10 games, whatever. It's not happening this year.
We still got a chance, man. All right, let me show you how fickle you guys are. Let Miami go out there and put up 50 points like they did the first game. Everybody going to be right back on the bandwagon saying, "Yeah, I told y'all, this. No. I'm telling you, that if they go out there and do what they need to do, get on their job, and everybody be back on the bandwagon.
No, not after this one. It needs time, though. You need to win consecutive games.
Let us be NC State convincingly. Everybody back on the bandwagon.
North Carolina,
my bad.
I don't think. Let's say we win the game. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I would be shocked if it's a blowout. I think it's going to be if we do win the game, it's going to be close because I think UNC's offense is going to give us.
I don't think so. I think it's going to be a blowout or we don't win. Like I think if the game closes, we lose.
Really, I think it's going to be the spread's like 4.5.
By who?
Miami's favored by 4.5.
I'm gonna take that bet.
Miami's favored by 4.5. Yeah.
I'm gonna take that bet, bro. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Like I'm not. like the problem I have with us is that we just look so slow compared to everybody else.
Right. And we start slow as well.
It's not like we just some killers out there. Like we used to look so fast compared to everybody. Like you watch us, I used to be like, oh man, dang, they look slow, man. Why we look so much faster? And then we play a good team like Florida State, then you see the speed equal out. But that's what it was. We were faster than everybody. You know what I mean? So now we just got to get back to listen, we got to use what we got. We got to. Like
So
I'm still trying to figure out why Zero don't get no balls thrown to him. Why 5 get 2 a game? Why 12 get 3 a game? Why the running backs get all the balls and get the ball on the carry? I don't understand this.
So what's your prediction? We got all these things going on in the background. We're coming off of an awful loss to Middle Tennessee State. We're favored by 4.5 against UNC at home. 4:30 p.m. game. Oh no, it's a 4 p.m. game. Sorry, 4 p.m. game. Who do you got?
I got us winning 38-35.
38-35. All right.
And I think we jump out early to like a 21-point lead, and they fight their way back, and we stop them on the last drive to win the game.
Okay. Last drive to win the game. I think Miami digs themselves in a hole first half where they're losing by 14 points, maybe 17 points. Something, 2-possession game. I think Jake Garcia will be the quarterback for Miami after this game, if he switched out in the second half. He's put into the game. And I think we come up short. And I think this starts the Jake Garcia era at Miami. That's the way I see it. I don't like this matchup at all. I'm going to stand by it. I think UNC wins 41-31.
Oh, you got 38-31 up there, boy.
41-31.
38-31, man. That's what I was about to say, but I had to give them the 35 because they do score. I don't think they're gonna kick no field goals. Let's not get it twisted. They not kicking no field goals. But hey, I like us.
We'll see, man. I don't really have faith in this team right now after last week's performance. I can't give them a victory in this game. This defense against this offense. I can't. And our offense isn't good. It's not at all.
Their defense is worse.
Yeah, but so it's worse than Middle Tennessee State's defense?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, by far.
We'll see, man. We'll see what happens come Saturday, 4 p.m. ET. But if Miami wins, hey, I'm going to be surprised, and it'll be a good move moving forward.
I tell you what, when Miami go on this 3-4 game winning streak, don't jump back on the bandwagon now. Don't jump back on the bandwagon saying, oh, yeah, we were beaters now.
I would be very surprised if that happens with everything that's happened the past 4 weeks. Everything.
All we got to do is beat NC State. North Carolina. We beat North Carolina, then we got what, Virginia? No, we got VTech.
I think people have short-term memory loss, man. I think people have short-term memory loss. I really do.
I do.
Really do.
I do that. That's what made me so good because I could forget about some shit in a heartbeat.
I think people really have short-term memory loss, Brandon. Just my opinion. I'm saying it. Call it like I see it, 41-31. We don't have a good defense. We don't have good cornerbacks. We have an awful red zone offense, and we have a quarterback issue. And Garcia's a better quarterback in this offense.
I agree with everything you said, but I just think they're gonna do something different than that was seen. That's just what I think.
All right, Brandon. We'll find out after Saturday. We'll come back on next week. We'll see how we do.
Let's go.
All right. Have a great night, everyone.
All right, y'all.
All about the U.
Yes, sir.
James.